Hey people. Okay, I want to smash out a video on something that I'm learning, which is really important, on sexual energy medicine for gentlemen. I'm going to keep talking about topics that I'm newly discovered or newly learning for the benefit of the education of myself, so I can relearn, also for other people to see my development in this key area of mastery to which I'm coming to and I'm getting obsessed with in a beautiful way. So I'll just keep talking about it and see if any guys resonate and if any women do too, because I think this is the shit. I think Taoism and microcosmic orbit and micro, macro, and soul orgasms. I know it's real, all this shit, and it's crazy powerful. It's crazy powerful. You know, we know that women can orgasm pretty easy relative to men, and right, we know that. Also, because we're in a health community, we should know that genital ejaculation for men is also really fucking stupid, even if it's with a partner all the time. You should know that by now, even if you're a woman, for your partner or anyone you're getting intimate with, you should know that this man's life force, chi, seed retention is the shit. But there's levels beyond that, and I think the levels beyond semen retention for gentlemen, which is cool. It's an essential foundation level, don't get me wrong, but it doesn't involve chastity, brahmacharya, as much as Taoism, microcosmic orbit is more like you can still have sex, but then you can go to a deeper level with it and open up your own microcosmic orbit as a guy and internally orgasm as a man. Yeah, you can internally orgasm as a man, and then you can save your energy and give more yin to your woman, and it's a crazy mastery. And yeah, that's the first mindset belief. The foundation is semen retention, by the way, for all this practice, to build up sexual energy. For a guy to practice internal orgasming, he must practice semen retention insofar as he can't be genitally ejaculating, and I mean that even with a partner, because that's fucking stupid shit. Like that, I've said that once, I'll say that 20 times for myself. It's really stupid shit. If you're having sex as a guy with your partner and you're constantly out the front end, I don't care if it's Carezza, to be honest, and it's longer. Carezza's okay because it takes a little bit of time. Some of it goes back in. It's still stupid though compared to Taoism, you know, with these old ancient Taoist masters that were having sex 100 times and busting it up maybe 1 out of 100 times. Seems about right. The other 99 times, sending it back up and internally orgasming, sending the medicine up. Anyway, I'm going all over the place. I want to report on what I'm learning. Okay, yeah, I don't know, that's some pretty crazy shit, but it's interesting. So I've been messing about and practicing, because once I get excited about something, I try and master it, and I'm getting better. I'm not perfect, I'm not a master, I'm exaggerating slightly, but I am getting good at internally orgasming and figuring out and using my thought power, my brain, to send the energy to whichever part of the organ I want to orgasm at. Now, I'm not saying it's like a full-on, like, peak valley trough for like 20 minutes of like a woman. Not quite yet, although I do think men can do it, and I probably will get to that point. And I don't really care, to be honest, about the feeling, although it's fucking cool. I've said this before. I'm not doing internal orgasming so much for, this is just me. It's okay if you are. I'm not doing internal orgasming so much for the pleasure, although the pleasure is fucking cool. Any orgasm's good. Anyone that's orgasmed for a long time knows that's a good feeling. I'm not gonna lie. It's nice to bathe in that, but it's more from my point of view, and it doesn't matter, by the way, it's different for you. It's more, my point of view is it's more to do with internal medicine. So put it a bit this way, whatever part of the body you send your sexual energy in as a guy or a girl, and I'll focus on guys now, whatever part you internally orgasm on. So full body orgasm for men is possible, but that's going to take practice, in my opinion, in my experience and what I've read. What I'm practicing, it's going to take sprint. That's okay, because full body male orgasm would be medicine going equal. It would be so much medicine, and that medicine, the sexual energy medicine, going to every single part of the body. So that would be completely healing. That'd be very powerful. For the time being, I can do it in certain parts of the body, and I'm messing about with different systems. The reason why I do it is because, as pleasurable it is, I want to put the sexual energy medicine in that area. Look at it like this. If it goes into your kidneys, your sexual energy medicine as a guy, it detoxes the kidneys and enhances the function of that. If it goes into the arms, it increases the function of the arms. If it goes into the legs, it increases the function of what the legs do. If it goes into the brain, increases the function of what the brain does. Also, think about each organ of the body, and like the arms and legs, they also have meridian points. So increase the meridian points in those areas. So if you send the sexual medicine to your arms, increase the meridian points. It will open up blockages, it detox you. That's why I do it. I love it. So I'm messing about with I noticed quite early on I could do it in the legs. It seemed to come naturally to me. I think it comes naturally with practice. It comes naturally to a certain part of your body. So at first it was the legs, then it was the legs and the arms for the longest time. And then I struggled to get it into the brain, but now I can get it into the legs, the arms, the brain, the spine, pretty much the entire back system, my arms and my legs. Right, and this is through the Montauk Chia, a Montauk Orgasmic Male, reading that book. That definitely, the second time around, made a lot of sense to me a few months back. And I practiced doing the manual pumps, so the sacral, the pumps of the perineum anus contraction. It's really important. Or mild arousal, so even just putting your hand on your testicles and doing nothing, not even thinking of sexual thought, just arouses you because there's chi energy in your hands. So you can do that, literally. Or not, because I'm actually can do it from a non-aroused state now. I call it the cold draw, not even the cool draw. So I can do the cold draw and just pump, use the anus contraction pumps without being aroused at all, and I still can like keep using that pump. And then what I do with the pump is I use thought too. I'll use the pump, and whilst I'm doing the pump automatically, I will think of an area of the body. So I'm messing about hugely with areas of the body. So I'll start feeling shivers and orgasms in the legs, and then what I'll do is to magnify it. I'll think of the legs, I'll exaggerate it and focus my energies and thoughts on the legs and on that feeling of orgasm, if that makes any sense. I'll focus on the feeling of orgasm in that place instead of letting my mind wander. So it's like a discipline to practice. I'm doing the manual pump, but I'm also using my thought power. And every time my mind wanders, I take it back to where the orgasm is going on or where I want an orgasm to happen. So if there's an orgasm happening, breaking out in my left arm, say the upper arm sometimes, or both of the outside the upper arms, I will send my thought power and focus on it. It's great practice and discipline. It's like meditation. You know, meditation, your mind wanders, you bring it back. So I'll magnify it and keep the sexual energy there and make the sexual energy build up by wherever it's popping off in my body. Sometimes it pop off my brain, sometimes it pop off my lower leg, my upper legs. Sometimes it be on one side of the leg, sometimes it be both sides equal to the leg, sometimes it be on my left arm, the top, the bottom of my arm, my right arm, the bottom arm. Sometimes I do both. I'm messing about hugely and enjoying it. And sometimes I'm also, because I recognize that my left side of the body is weaker than my right side of the body, and I'm really obsessed with getting my right brain stronger, my left side of the body, my feminine. What I'm doing is, instead of having that feeling, say in both the sexual energy medicine as I do the pumps and the thought, instead of letting it pop off on like both sides of my arms, both sides of my legs, what I'm doing now is I'm just doing it on the left-hand side, because that's on the weaker side of my body. So now I'm messing about and seeing, I've noticed effects with, if I focus on the left-hand side, that will strengthen my right brain. Also, when it goes into my brain, instead of feeling it generally in the brain area in orgasm, oh yeah, I did it about 20-25 minutes ago, outside during sunset. And I can feel, whilst I was talking to you guys, I could feel it in my brain, just this nice, bathing, beautiful internal orgasm. Not like but it feels fucking good. And yeah, that's beautiful. That I did last time I made a video, it happened during the video too. It's like, it's such a beautiful feeling. Anyway, now I'm practicing messing about with not just letting it in both sides of the brain, both sides of the arms. Now I'm just doing it on one side because I want to strengthen that right brain. So I'm messing about with that too. Also, I think full body orgasm, I'm practicing trying it in different parts of the body at the same time. So I'm going to build on that. And the key to all of this for guys is each day you do semen retention. You can breathe, yes, with a woman too. You can build up that charge. It's going to be easier and easier. Your sexual energy will be more powerful. So it's going to be easier and easier. Plus, each day you're going to be using the pump. That's automatic. Practice that and make it automatic. But also the thought. Use that mind. Think where do you want the sexual energy medicine to go? Up or down? I don't mean down and out. I mean down to the legs too. But I mean up, not out and out. You want to be thinking of the place it wants to go if it's not there. And also if it is there somewhere whilst you do the manual pump, which it happens to me often. I'll just do the manual pump from an unaroused state any time of the day. And I'll start getting shivers or orgasming slightly in a part of the body. Then I'll focus on that part of the body. And then there we go. And then I'll try as a discipline, a great meditation on top of the energy medicine getting amplified. I'll try and focus in on that area. Then what happens is, whilst I'm doing the pump sometimes and I'm trying to focus, the orgasm will go somewhere else in my body. So it was focusing on my legs. Now I'll go to my brain. I'm like, okay, flip brain, flip, go to the brain. Now I start thinking of the brain and the orgasm. I start feeling that orgasm and thinking about it, oh, how does this orgasm feel? That's how I do it. I go, oh, there's an orgasm in my arm. Feels quite good. Let's focus in on it like a fucking radar. And it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. Then my mind wanders and it goes off the orgasm, because I'm still pumping. The orgasm goes somewhere else to the brain. So I go, okay, switch the brain now, Harry. And then I'm messing about, like I said, with just the left-hand side because I want to get my right brain stronger so I'm more whole and balanced. But eventually I don't want to be doing just one side of the body to strengthen the right brain. I want to be doing the whole because I want to master full body male orgasms. And I know I can master it by myself. And I know a next experience is obviously going to be a woman because I'm definitely not going to fucking, I'm definitely not in this business to do what most men do because it sucks and it's non-medicinal and it's non-fun. And my God, I wish every guy knew that this kind of like, I'm getting little shivers in my arms too as I'm talking to you. Little ones, little baby ones in my right arm, right lower arm, my left lower arm. This is just, you see what I mean? I did the pump for like 10 minutes. I do it every morning, half an hour in the morning, just before sunrise. It's part of my sunset. I'm looking out the window at, I'm lying on the floor looking out the window at sunrise time. I'll do it for half an hour. But my point in saying this is it lingers in, man. I did this 20 minutes ago and I've still got in my arms this nice, for me, it could feel like irritation. And I used to think it was irritation. Like it feels like your arms are irritated, but actually it's not. It's like it feels irritated, but it feels, what I thought was irritation is actually orgasmic. They're very similar. So if you don't know about this shit, you might think, oh, my arms feel irritated. But what it is just like, it's on the cusp of an orgasm, like this irritation. That's how I describe it. Like it feels irritated, but it's not. And I, for the longest time, that's just detox. So that's just toxins in my arm. No, that's sexual energy medicine. I can feel it there in my arms there. And I know that if I did more pumps, I could really manifest something good. But look how long it lasts. I did it half an hour ago. I've done it before and it lasted for in previous times for an hour. So this sexual energy medicine shit, semen retention, day 16, 17, is fucking powerful. If I can do it, anyone can do it. I'm not doing anything special, just 1 minute a day and sometimes age urine. But I think even without that shit, and I'm doing some things, grounding, don't get me wrong, but I'm not doing anything that anyone can't do. If you read Montauk Chia's Multi-Cosmic Man, more importantly, if you practice the perineum pumps, you practice semen retention, you practice the thought with all of that shit. Once you get the perineum pumps on automatic and start thinking, you'll get sexual energy, man, and you'll get better and better and better. It's a practice like anything. And it's a mastery and it's fucking fun and it gives me more energy. So if I focus it in on the legs, it'll give me more energy for my legs. If you focus on the arms, it gets more detox to the arms. Focusing on my brain, this morning, I was doing the left-hand side of the body. So when my legs were orgasming slightly, I would focus on the left-hand side, so left arm, left thing. I did a lot of left work. And when it came to the brain, I focused on the right brain. Remember, right brain, left body, left brain, right body. So focusing on my weakest area. And what I noticed unusually, a bit of geek like that, is I was getting a lot of new memories, a lot of memories popping off. Sometimes I get a couple because in sexual energy medicine to the brain, it's obviously increased the neuron pathways. So you're going to have more healing in this area, right? So I knew that, and sometimes that does happen, but it happened a lot more than normal. There's like the damage there, and I'm getting the medicine in. I'm focusing on that side, the weaker side of my brain, and it's lighting up. And I was going, whoa! Every time now, every minute or so, I'm getting new memory coming back to me that I hadn't thought of, and it feels really good. And I know it's working, and I'm encouraged by the little things that are popping off. You see, it's still in my body. I can feel it in my chest too. I've got to start practicing that. I think I haven't done it down the front. I'm not worried about Kundalini for myself, Kundalini syndrome, where it's stuck in the brain. I know it's not getting stuck in my brain. I can feel it in my heart and down. I don't feel like it's Kundalini syndrome at all. I put my tongue up to the roof as well, in case I'm worried. Not all the time, but that actually does enhance it. This morning I did that too. Sorry, I should have told you that. You put the tongue to the roof of your mouth. That definitely helps the experience, but it doesn't mean you can't. But it's just so fucking fun and so fucking awesome. And wow, the power of being unaroused and doing this shit is pretty powerful. Your sexual energy medicine. I totally get Taoism now. I totally get the nature of yin yang, Taoism, men sending the seed up, male full body orgasms, male orgasms. I wish we were taught this shit at school. Why were we not taught about this stuff at school? Why are we taught about Hollywood sex and bullshit? I would like to know. Why have I come to this so late at 32 years old? Why the hell? No, it's all good. I'm not moaning. I just kind of wish in a better world men were taught about this stuff. And certainly as starters against semen retention, porn, and all that kind of shit it's good. It's important. It's the foundation. But I think that, see, I know a lot of guys that are doing semen retention for a long period of time, but they're not messing about with sexual energy medicine and sending it around the body. It will happen anyway, a little bit, but you can really focus in, use your fore and anus perineum pumps. And by the way, the Montauk Chia stuff is way deeper than what I'm saying here. However, I'm not going to read too much on Montauk Chia to confuse myself. I'm just going to keep practicing until I master the basics, and then really master the thought power of setting it to any part of my body and magnifying it. then I'll start reading Mantak Chia's stuff, because I know he's got more complicated procedures than what the basics that I'm doing at the moment, but I don't care, because then I can tell people how to do it from a slow position. But it is very exciting and very cool. And the point of this all is it's amplifying my health by male internal orgasming, whether that be full body, which will be fucking through the roof. By the way, women, if you're having orgasm, my God, I can only imagine the kind of medicine that's coursing through a woman's veins and body, like if she's even by themselves, like the amount of minutes. Because I'm just thinking for guys, I know that this when it goes to any organ in the body, it just maxes the fuck out and the shit out of it. And it's a bit of a waste if you're doing semen retention. From the way I look at it now, if you're doing semen retention, you're not practicing sending your sexual energy around the body and letting it happen automatically, you're a bit stupid and a bit wasteful. You're not stupid and wasteful, you just don't know, or you don't want to practice. You don't realize how easy it is. That's where I come in. I'm telling you, it's fucking easy to practice. Just commit to it daily. And I'm doing it for part of my amplification of my vessel, because I care so much about my health. It's fucking awesome. I care so much about my health. I want every organ to be as optimal as possible, doing the daily practices and disciplines, really using my mind power. It's like a meditation, like I told you, so your mind doesn't have to wander. And it's just fun. There you go. It's in my brain again. Awesome. I've got it in my brain. It's cool. Right in the center. Hard to describe. Hard to think this stuff is possible when I take a step back of it and take a step back. That really what I'm talking about, which is pretty normal now, is like even a year ago was fucking weird ass shit that I thought you had to spend hours and hours mastering. I'm not a professional by any sense of it, but I just practice a lot. I'm pretty dedicated and annoying in that way. I just practice the stuff that works. And if I can do it, anyone can. What, day 17, semen retention? Holy shit, it's not exactly hard, is it? Like, and each day it's going to build and build. So yeah, that was it. That's the video. Sexual energy medicine for gentlemen begins with the foundation of semen retention and begins with Taoism and yin yang, male polarity, and soul orgasms. Look in the work of YouTube of sexual kung fu. If you're a guy or a woman that's interested in this shit, sexual kung fu is one of the best that I've seen and I watch on this stuff that makes complete sense. And hopefully one day, my dream is I will get really good at this too. I don't know if I'm going to teach it as an exclusive thing, but I'll probably teach as a package of just health in general for guys. But it's fucking awesome, and I feel honored to be part of it and to be playing around my sexual energy. It's in my arms too. Now, it's always in the same places. I've got to work harder at getting into the lungs and the abdomen. I can get it down to the back, the spine, the shoulders. I can get in the shoulders, brain, pretty much everywhere. The legs, the upper and the lower. At first, it was just the upper arms and the upper legs. Now I can get in the lower legs too with thoughts. The power of thought and all this shit. Very powerful. The power of thought. This is a great thing with this too. It will teach you the power of thought. The power of thought is phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. Everything is with thought. And if everything is thought, man, like meditation is thought, mindless, bring it back. Sexual energy medicine, thought, orgasming for men and women, thought, relaxment. Also, another reason I think why men can't full body orgasm, not only is the belief system that we can't, but then beyond that, and maybe I might struggle with this at some point, is the idea of letting go and that ego. So you've got to let go and feel like you're not in control of a situation, which women find easier than men. I think certainly I struggle as a guy letting go because of a lifetime of damage and need to control the situation and need to control how I feel and scared of like it's ego shit, you know, the same kind of control that stops us from accepting death. And like when death comes, we resist and like we're scared of death because we just scared of reality. Like we got to hold on. We feel like we've got something to lose in this duality, right? Well, I think that's another reason why men will struggle. But the first step for men is semen retention, the foundation, understanding of belief that you can internally orgasm at any part of your body, then full body orgasm. Third is practice. And fourth is, this slowly learning to let go. And that's hard. Learning to let go is a huge one. And women are way better at it than us. But it's important that we learn this shit so that we stop expending our life force and becoming unhealthy, because each genital orgasm, either with a partner, although with a partner obviously it's better than by yourself masturbating for sure, it's still a waste of it's a waste of your energy, man. It's a waste of your life force, your chi, your seed, your health. We're in the health community. We don't want to waste our health. I don't care if it's with another person. You're wasting your health. You want to begin come up. And then you can soul orgasm. Definitely check out that. Type in sexual kung fu, soul orgasm. That will surprise you. Then you'll see the realities of who we actually are and what you can achieve with a microcosmic orbit. It's way more. You can actually see a person for who the fuck they are underneath the bullshit layers of what we think we are in a physical duality. That's the stuff that I want to get good at, proficient at. I know it's possible. It might take time, but it's worth it. And I'll just carry on teaching as I go in the basics until we get there together. So yeah. Yes, Karen, let's go. Brian, nice to see you in house, bro. Let's do this. Sexual energy medicine. It's in my arms. I can feel it. It's fucking phenomenal. And I'm not, when I say it's in my, I'm not even thinking about it. It's just been flowing for like half an hour to 40 minutes now. It's been flowing in there. And if I send my thoughts to my awareness to it, it will be there in a stronger dose and it will magnify. It's pretty fucking cool to have sexual energy medicine. Yeah, like I said, it feels like irritation, but it's not irritation. I always thought it was. I'm not sure if this was a gift that, because I remember when I was 16, 17, 18, having this feeling in my arms, and I thought it was just from sleeping too much in bed, but now it's the same kind of feeling. I think it's not. I think I want to say it's a gift, maybe it is, but I don't think it is. Any guy can do it. And I'm just saying I used to have it a lot when I was younger, and it makes sense because guys had we had high testosterone as young boys. I'm now 32, and I'm talking about when I was 16, very young. So it makes sense that I probably did do it accidentally, unconsciously, because when you have such high testosterone, high sexual energy as a guy, I've got a funny feeling a lot of 16, 17, 18-year-olds have this feeling in their bodies right now, and they can, with just thought and belief that it's possible, they can do it very easily. I mean, all the 16, 17-year-old, 18-year-old, 14, 15-year-old boys can do it. I've got a funny feeling, but they don't know it's possible, and that feeling is in their body. It used to happen to me in the mornings when I was well fasted as well. Interesting, huh? When your body's nice and clean. So yeah, I think that all guys are walking out with that potential. So that's another mission as well, long term, to wake guys up so that all teenage boys can practice this stuff as soon as their puberty hits in, and instead of masturbating as soon as the puberty hits in and getting excited on that shit, they can get excited about internally orgasming. That'd be a dream of mine, getting guys to do that mainstream. So everyone's doing it, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18-year-old boys, and having fun that way and building up to cosmic, tantric sex, or whatever you want to call it. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, and have a lovely day, and peace and love and happy orgasms. I'll leave you that. Whether that be by yourself or with a partner. If you're a woman, cool, covered. If you're a guy, don't bust it out the other end and start practicing in the other end. It's not saying never, but have some fun, man. It's way more fun to have this kind of feeling. This feeling in my body, it's way more sexual, obviously, but it's way more satisfying than, I know it's cheesy, but it's way more satisfying than a couple of seconds of really, this is like I said, it's happened 40 minutes ago. This is just like ongoing in my body, and I practice for like 10 minutes, 30 minutes in the morning, 10 minutes before I came, about 34 minutes ago, 10 minutes, and I'll practice again at nighttime. So my routine is doing it in the morning, last thing at night, and I'm doing, one more thing before I leave. I'm practicing it last thing at night because it's medicinal, but another reason why. I've got a funny feeling, I said this before transcendental meditation, but I've got a funny feeling it'll really help with any wet dreams that do come up. I think that I believe the wet dreams happen because there's too much energy stuck. It's building up too much, the sexual energy, and that's because of semen retention, and then it's getting stuck in the genitals. And if I practice just before bed, sending the sexual medicine around the body, I've got a funny feeling that I will eradicate wet dreams. That makes logical sense to me, but I actually think it's true. I practice every night, along with combining with my other health protocols, but practice every night. And if I send that sexual energy around instead of getting congregating and stuck in the genitals, I've got a funny feeling the wet dreams might never happen. I'm hoping that, and maybe I will placebo it, but I hope not. We'll see what happens with that one. I'll notify you guys. I'll notify myself too, and make videos on it when if I do have a wet dream on, and with also practicing at nighttime the sexual energy medicine. So I'm not sure on that for sure. It might be other things. But anyway, yeah, as you know, I can talk for hours. I appreciate you guys watching. And yeah, Brian, happy organs, happy orgasming those organs, huh? Whether that be the kidneys, the heart, the brain. The brain orgasms feels fucking lush. I love the brain one personally. It makes me, yeah, it's there now. Feels good. It feels fucking good. You see, it was always there, but because I'm thinking about it, if I think of it, it just goes there. It's beautiful. It's in my lower arms, and yeah, it gives you more energy, and that's what we're about, isn't it? Healthy, vibrant, and energetic. It's very cool. So yeah, all right. Cheers, Karen. Thanks for watching, everybody, and I appreciate all the women watching too, because this you think it's just for men, isn't it? But it's for your partners, your potential partners. You've got to teach them another way. You've got to teach them a way that's not genitally based, and from what Hollywood says and what we've been brought up since kids. I wish my parents told me this shit. I'll learn it from teach other kids and grandkids if I have my own kids, and even don't have my own kids. I'll just teach everyone that's open to it, for sure, which is you guys, and you'll teach me, and I fucking don't know everything. My God, I'm learning from all you guys as much as you learn from me. And Montauk Chia is definitely one to look into, because of what he's saying is right. He might not be the only one. You can learn from a lot of different forces. Sexual Kung Fu on YouTube is one very fucking cool dude that's on it with a partner. Yeah, this is not it's practice by yourself, and then you can, you know, you practice by yourself so that you won't bust a nut as a guy. Oh, you might a few times, but you get good at it so you don't get in that situation where you're always busting a nut with your partner, because that will just be a waste. I mean, that's giving into not just temptation, that's giving into lower, darker forces of life that are draining you and your health. I mean, that's literally giving to another person, not selflessly, that's giving to another person stupidly. That's like stupid. Yeah, that's like buying a girl flowers that you don't even know and expecting her to have sex with you. Like stupid shit, right? Stupid shit. All right, peace and love, and thank you very much.